everybody, and welcome. Today, I'm joined by Svetlana of the Bulgarian rock band SEVI. From her early days of mastering the craft of Bulgarian folk singing to commanding the stage alongside icons like Nightwish and Evanescence, she spent the last 15 years proving that authenticity is worth the cost and the price of being yourself. Svetlana is not just a vocalist with extraordinary range, but a visionary storyteller who has successfully coined the heart rock genre and took an independent band from Sofia, Bulgaria to the global stage. The powerful, the resilient, the fighter for happiness, Svetlana, welcome to Fuck, Marry, Music.
Oh my God, what a story. Thank you so much for introducing me that way. I'm so pleased to be part of your time, of your show, and thank you so much for having me tonight.
Absolutely. It's absolutely a pleasure to have you. I know I told you backstage. I'm so excited to work with you, so thank you again for being here.
It's a
You
pleasure, totally.
you just celebrated 15 years of SEVI. So first of all, congratulations to you for that. And I just wanted to ask, how does it feel to achieve such a massive milestone?
Well, I'm trying to not feel old.
I feel that.
Yeah, and no, I'm joking, of course. I'm happy because somehow we managed to go through everything, almost everything, because it wasn't easy. I mean, we chose the hardest path to create our original music, almost no covers since the beginning. And it really wasn't easy to build the audience, to reach and get every single fan one by one during the years, and to eventually be able to travel all over the world, Europe mostly, and to spread our messages to the world. So for me, it's a dream come true. I always wanted to sing. I always wanted to express myself through singing since I can remember. I mean, I was 2 years old when I started singing. I have really funny recordings from myself singing at 2 years old, like a small child, and I really followed that dream since. So I feel thankful, really, because we managed to keep that dream, all of us, the whole band. Although we had some changes, of course, during the years, but somehow we created a family and a small path, which is our path. So I'm thankful for that.
Wow. And what an inspiration, like, to musicians everywhere, to young women. I mean, it's definitely the story of a lot of musicians to do the cover band thing and to make that your path and to kind of get a following from doing covers and then just try to sprinkle your own stuff in there. And you said no. You said no. We're doing it my way, which is so inspiring. So it's great to see a success story on the other side of that. So congrats to you, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you. I believe in that. I mean, of course, no bad about it to do covers. But I think that we as artists have to choose our own way and to tell our own story.
Mhm.
And I strongly believe in that. And I believe that everyone has a story to tell. And when that story reaches many hearts, many souls from the other side of the globe, so it's the work is done.
Yes, we're here. We're
And
here.
of course, that's the part of the price to be yourself. I mean, that's part of this price because you really have to keep to your dream and to keep believing when it's hard. And it's harder not making covers because, especially in the beginning, it was hard to get shows, to get festival slots, and everything because nobody knew us back then.
Right.
So it was really a struggle. And also, when you have your best friend or your mother saying like, why don't you get a job,
Right. A
dude? I
real
mean,
job.
a real job, stop with these guitars already, take something serious. So
Yep.
that's the part of it, to keep fighting, although.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wanted to really quickly introduce you to my community who's here. I know you can't see the chat right now. You already know Pavel, who is the reason
Yeah, thank
why
you so
you're
much.
here. First of all, Pavel introduced me to your music last year, which we're going to talk about in a second. I have also, since that time, I was just telling you backstage that you were one of the first artists that I reacted to when I started doing this type of content. And I have built a little bit of a community of people who appreciate, rock music from all over the world. And I am blessed enough to have another Bulgarian in my community who's here right now, and his name is Boris. And he has given me some Bulgarian folk music to show you today. So
Oh,
we're gonna
all
look
right.
at that. We went on a little bit of a journey yesterday in preparation for you coming today. So thank you to him, thank you to you and Pavel. Pavel actually has like these little stickers that he puts in chat that have your band logo on them. So
Oh,
he's
thank you
putting
so
those in
much.
there.
He's great. He's great. That's the part of the great story behind all of this. I mean, when you have people like this working for you, I mean, it's a blessing. I'm so thankful, and I feel them all of them as my family. So I'm blessed.
Absolutely. Mine too. Mine too, right here on Twitch. So
Exactly.
we share a
Exactly. And you
family.
connect people.
We're like
Yeah.
related. We're like cousins, basically.
Exactly.
So, like I said, I was introduced to your music through Pavel, who showed me World That Doesn't Fit on stream last year, which I understand was also considered for a Grammy nomination. Huge, huge accomplishment to you. So, congrats on that. I was curious, were there any other big milestones that you hit last year? Did you travel to any new countries that you had on your list? Like, what else did I not find out about 2025? Because it seems like it was a big year all around.
Yeah, it was really a big year for us. First of all, yes, this Grammy consideration was wow. I mean, we never expected that. I even had to read a lot about the Grammys because I never believed that I would be closer to this thing. So we are really happy and thankful. Also, what else? I was nominated for Woman of the Year here in Bulgaria. We traveled a lot. I mean, we did some great shows all over Europe. In Portugal for the first
Wow.
time in France. We were to Switzerland, to Sweden for the first time. Belgium also first time. I mean, so many first times last year.
Yes.
So it was a big year for us, and we continue traveling and getting offers for this year. So it's moving on step by step. We're getting closer to what we were dreaming for 15 years, and we were working hard for it to be able to travel with our music all over the world and spread the message. So we're really thankful. It was a big year. Yes.
So incredible. And I saw that you performed at the Hills of Rock as well, which was headlined by Gojira and Sepultura. And I believe you're on the lineup next year. And that show is going to include Sabaton, Of Mice and Men, Epica, Godsmack, Marilyn Manson, POD, Electric Callboy, Lamb of God. You are living the dream, sister. You are doing it.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, we will open the special night of Hills of Rock this summer, July 23rd. We already played on Hills of Rock big stage a couple of years ago with Evanescence and Within
Nightwish,
Temptation,
right?
I think. And it was great. And that was the time when I met Jen Majura from Evanescence, and after that, we created song together, To Hell and Back. So many great coincidences in our life. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when you follow your dream and you're constant and you work hard, after all, things happen. But you just have to keep going, keep pushing, keep working. I'm a
Absolutely.
workaholic. I'm a workaholic. I'm
Girl, me
sorry.
too. Me too. My life at this desk. But I love it, and I get to connect with great people like you and hearing your story. It's like exactly the story that you want to hear. It's not the story that you often hear, but I mean, this is it. This is you doing the thing. I also wanted to bring attention to a book that you wrote some years ago called The Price to Be Yourself, which, if you don't know, if you don't speak Latvian like I don't, it's a little bit of a play on words because SEVI actually means yourself in Latvian. And you guys have, like I said before, really shined through and not taken no for an answer and just kept pushing on. And it really has been the price to be yourself, Sevi. Pavel told me about a story from the book where you thought your car had broken down, and I was wondering if you remembered that story.
Yeah, it's a really funny story. I think if that's the story I'm thinking about, it's somewhere in 2014. We were traveling to Italy. It was our first tour abroad. I worked so hard to find a couple of festivals that we could go to. And back then, we were dressed like pirates. From the beginning,
Yep.
we are trying to be different every time on stage and to take people into some kind of scenario to help them live through the whole show, not only to play the songs, but to be also dressed differently and interesting. So yeah, anyway, we were dressed like pirates, and we were going to participate on a festival called Pirates of Rock in Italy. So imagine us, young people, traveling with our new band car, full with instruments, loaded with special effects and a special cannon, real size that we created ourselves that had to blow on stage because we were pirates. And all this was a little bit illegal because, it's special effects. I mean, if the police stops you, it can think it's a bomb or something. I don't
Right.
know. And
Bunch of pirates rolling around with a cannon in the car. Totally normal.
exactly, and the beards and everything. And we're from Bulgaria, Eastern Europe. You know how it goes. So
Nothing to see here, officer.
Yes. So in 1 second, the car just stopped in a tunnel. And
no.
we had to push the car out of the tunnel. And it was hot. It was 30 degrees or something. So the police came right after, of course. And I was trying to explain that the car just we just stopped for a cigarette or something like this. So it was so much fun. I mean, it was a great story.
Oh my God.
After all, we called a help because the car didn't start it. And the guy said, "Guys, it's already 7 o'clock, so the only place I could leave you at is the local cemetery." So so here we were standing in the cemetery eating croissants, waiting for the guys from the festival
In your
to come and
pirate
pick us up.
costumes.
Crazy stuff. At the end, everything was fine, but we were so stressed because it was our first tour, and we didn't know what to expect, and we wanted everything to be great.
Right.
But there is a story every time. 2 years ago, we were arrested at the UK border because of the Brexit and everything. They wanted
Oh my
to see
God.
where we're going. So we have stories every time. Every time. It's crazy.
It's not rock and roll if you don't have some run-ins with the cops every once in a while,
Exactly.
It's pretty rock and
But
roll.
they love us somehow. Our bass player, he's the driver usually. They love him. I don't know what he's doing to the police officers, but they always love him. So it's good.
It's good to have one of those on your team. Me too, always like running in with the cops for some reason. So it's good to have somebody who the cops like with you.
Yeah.
Just for everybody here, let me change this up real quick. I have a video of the pirate costumes.
Oh my God, this is so old.
There she is, lighting the cannon on stage. So good. Look at that costume. Imagine finding this on the side of the road. It's epic. Honestly, so epic. How old is this?
This is 2012. It's the promo of our first album, What Lies Beyond. And we started the pirate stuff back then. And we used to create a story every time. And recently we are vampires.
Yep.
So yeah, we love telling stories to people, not just playing songs. We love
fun.
filming, making videos. It's such fun.
Yeah, your vampire love video reminded me of an Evanescence video. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Not sure.
It's called Call Me When You're Sober.
Oh yes, I love that video.
That one was more werewolf though vibes, I think, but it was a little vampy.
Yeah, it has that flavor. You're right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
I love
fun.
seven.
I do wanna explore a little bit of Bulgarian stuff with you before I get into your musical background. So I've learned a couple things over the last couple days. Is Bulgaria known for bagpipes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a really interesting instrument that we have here, and I love it. I love the sound of it, and especially if you go to the mountains and see an old guy standing in the field and playing, and I really love the sound of the bagpipe. I have my grandmother; she's 92 now, and she was telling me stories about the old times, how they were singing during they were working on the field, and it was so natural to be connected with the nature, with the real life. So I used to sing folk music when I was little, and my granny was my first vocal teacher. So I
Aw.
love that. I love that music. Yeah, it's really natural
Okay,
and
so
connected with us.
hopefully this will trigger good memories then. All right, so here's the video that Boris sent me. And this was my first brush with the bagpipes of Bulgaria. Oh, here you go. Have you seen this one before? This is played in space.
In space, this incredible construct, this voice is out of everything. I mean, it's magical. I love this song, and it was the first and only song sent in outer space. Yes.
Wow. Okay, Boris said, starting off with the most famous piece of Bulgarian music, traveling through space on Voyager's disc, like Pavel mentions. Wow, that's so
Yeah.
cool. I did not
Yeah.
know that.
It sounds magical to me. It sounds magical to me.
All right, so here's another one. This was sent to me today by Boris actually. It's a Bulgarian folk singing chorus.
All right.
Maybe like what you were involved with.
Chills. I mean,
Oh, you
I
have
get goosebumps.
chills?
Yeah, I love that sound, and it brings me back when I was 9 years old. I wanted to sing in a Philip Kutev orchestra choir, and I was 5 years old, and they liked me a lot, but they didn't accepted me back then because I was too little.
Mm.
So, and they said she's great, but she's 5 years old. We can't do it. It's illegal. So I had to wait until I was bigger, and I spent a couple of years in the Philip Kutev choir, and these years were magical to me. And then I proceeded with bel canto and opera singing for 5 or 6 years. Then I went to the University of Sofia to study music and singing, and then I found my spirit, my soul in rock and roll, and I do it ever since.
Yeah, that's such an incredible story. I am going to have more questions for you about all of those things that you mentioned. I wanted to give people a little bit of just a little bit of flavor, a little bit of the Bulgarian flavor, see, so they know where we're coming from because, we do chorus from a young age too in America, but it's not this. It's like the freaking ABCs, it's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And the fact that you were doing stuff like this when you were such a young kid is like impressive to me. You know, the Bulgarian folk singing is so beautiful and it has this very specific sound, these very specific harmonies that I'm picking up on.
Yes, yes, it's the harmonies and the intervals between the different voices, and it's so magical and so sometimes it's really difficult to do it, but in the end, it's so amazing. And I will speak again about my granny because I'm so surprised when she manages to make a second voice or third voice
Oh,
or to sing with me and make intervals, and she never learned that. I mean, it's something that it's in her somehow,
yeah.
so it's incredible.
Yeah. Let me I have a couple more. I have like three more. So let me show you this one. This is one Boris showed us yesterday. He said that you can't go to a wedding or event or any gathering without this song being played. And this woman has a beautiful voice.
Бяла роза с росата ще закича в косата да посрещна зората. Бързо слънце да изгрее, да залезе, че да ида на чешмата. Бяла роза с росата.
Did you ever try to do music in this style?
No, I mean, I prefer this one in particular is a more modern way to present the national folk music. I prefer the original way that you
Mm,
played before. And yeah, sometimes I think that maybe we could use some elements in our stuff, but we never found the perfect way to do it, so to show it to the fans. But I love the bagpipe and the classical style that you played before. So that's my stuff that I would listen at home.
absolutely. I agree with that too. You can tell that this is a little bit more modern.
Hmm.
And the old stuff just really like speaks to the culture, I think, a little bit more.
Yes, it's more connected with our origins and the soul of Bulgaria, the way it is.
It's really beautiful. I do want to get moving, so we'll move on. Though I could sit here and go down this rabbit hole of Bulgarian music forever. There's so many talented musicians. Yes, please, absolutely. So you did mention that your first attempts at singing began as early as age 2, which I did find out about you, and that your mother was a big influence of yours when you were learning to sing, though now you're telling me Granny was really the driving force behind it all. So what kind of music were you singing? Was it folk music like this, or were you always trying to break into rock?
Well, it's a mixture. At first, I just learned the songs that my granny and mother were singing to me to sleep. But there, most of them weren't children's songs
Mm,
only. Some pop songs, some folk songs, like the first that we heard. So I used to memorize all the lyrics, and they were so surprised that I was only 2 years old, but could, sing a pop song from beginning to the end. And I remember that um, um, they were, how you say it? They were taking me around in the neighborhood,
mm.
bringing me around in the neighborhood, and all the ladies and children were listening to me singing all these songs. So I was something like, I don't know, a clown.
Like a
In
party
the
trick. They were showing you off.
Yeah, no, I'm joking, of course, but yeah, it
That's
was
awesome.
funny. And after that, yeah, after that, I tried to get into that choir, the folk national choir of Philip Kutev, but I was too little, so I had to wait. And as I said, I had a couple of years there after. And yeah, my granny was my first singing teacher. And then I had so many during the years. The opera helped me a lot in breathing and in discipline.
Yeah.
My mother also, all of the women in my family sing, but not professionally.
Do they sing
And
like that lady that we just heard, like that kind of like almost Arabic sounding, yodeling?
no, mostly like the first one with the bagpipe.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's more national folklore music. The last couple of songs were more modern style arranged stuff.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm so connected with that from the beginning, and it's part of our history. So I always admire that, and I always had a good feeling about it. And all of these flavors somehow formed me like an artist. And eventually, I decided that I wanted to write my own music and to spread my own messages. And I think that rock and metal is what I always wanted to do. By the way, I had made a some kind of microphone stand when I was 5 years old, and I used to sing on it at home. And recently, I found a whole book with all that paintings, and I used to paint about some singer and her tours. So, so obviously, I wanted to do that since I was little. So I found the whole story of that singer that had tours and was had concert and shows. So much fun.
If only
Yeah,
you could meet your younger self now and say, "You're gonna do it. Keep
yeah,
it up. You're gonna do it."
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So I know you joined the Philip Kutev Folklore Ensemble when you were just 10 years old, and they had some big moments, that ensemble. They even collaborated with Kate Bush at one point. Did you get to be involved with any of those big things they were doing, or you were too little?
No, I was too little, and I was second voice, so they were always keeping us aside because the big girls went to all these big shows and stuff, and I wanted to be there so much, but I was too little. Yeah.
Wow. And then as you said, when you were a little bit older, you moved on to studying opera at Sophia University. You also, at age 20, won first place in Sophia's national singing competition. And then the following year, you won first prize at the International Belosem Festival for two original songs, which is huge. You were doing a lot of firsts for Bulgaria. What was that like for you at that time? Were you like a national hero?
No, no, I even don't remember many of these things, but I was just trying to find myself and to
Mm.
find my path, and I was just taking any chance to perform, to see my limits. And then eventually, when I found Raleigh, the bass player and co-founder of SEVI, we found each other not only as musicians, but as humans, and we are married since 20 years, we are together.
Mm.
And somehow we found the right path for both of us, and he was the first one to hear what I was hearing in my ears, and we started to write music together and to put all this picture together. And after that, of course, we found the rest of the band, and it was year after year changes in crew, battles that we had to fight, and it's a long path, but I love every page of it.
Wow. So crazy. What a crazy, crazy story. And Pavel sang with a pirate wedding too?
Oh yeah, we did a pirate wedding on the ship. I don't know if you know our song "The Call." It's a pirate song, and we filmed it on a real pirate ship here in Bulgaria. It was more like a party ship, but it looks like a real pirate ship. And year after we did our wedding, and I said, you know what, we'll do it as a pirates. We all gonna be dressed like pirates, even my granny, everybody, all the families,
Granny
and have
too.
all yeah, yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy wedding. And after that, we did a show for the fans, for all the fans, and dressed like pirates, of course, on the stage.
Wow. That's so cool. So, did you do opera before you became a pirate?
Yeah, of course. It was before the band. Before the band.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so,
I was so shy. I was so shy when I was little. I'll
wow.
tell you something strange. My first going into a rock club ever as a person was to do our first show as a band. I have never been to such a place. So imagine my stress being there on stage. I had to talk to these people to look normal on stage, but I've never been to a rock club before. So
Wow.
what to do? And I hope that I looked natural enough for being in that place. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. So you mentioned earlier in your journey with opera that you learned a lot about breath control and support and things like that. What would you say were your biggest takeaways, and do you still employ elements that you learned from opera when you're singing now?
Yeah, sometimes I use a lot of the things that I've learned into opera, especially in the falsetto, in breathing, and as I said, in discipline, because I was blessed to have many good teachers during the years, and all of them were really serious and passionate about their work. So they really helped me go through all my searches. And yeah, I use it a lot, especially on the last tour. For example, we were in Belgium. Last show, my voice was completely down because I was sick.
Mm,
And it was fourth show in a row. So on the second song, I said, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna do it. I mean, there's nothing above my speaking uh,
your
uh,
register?
range." Yes. So I tried to use my falsetto and stuff just to go through all of this. And you should have seen me. I mean, it was a conversation with myself during the
Oh
whole time.
no.
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. So at the end, I did it. Somehow the voice came back, but it was a struggle.
The
So
show
yeah,
must go on.
yeah.
Continuing on our long list of accomplishments of yours, we also have you were the first Bulgarian singer to perform on the Sky Italia show, Club Lost, during the San Remo Music Festival. And I think from what I understand, this was like your first introduction into the Italian music scene. And then from there, you kind of branched out. What was that like?
Yeah, this was really in the beginning, before the band, before so many things. We were so young back then. I was with Raleigh, and we were there during the festival of San Remo, and somehow we just got into that. It was something like a club. I don't remember good, but there was that TV, the Sky TV, and they were filming some kind of performances there were that wasn't into the festival.
Mm,
uh so but it was all during the festival. It was on TV live, and they asked me if I wanted to sing something. Of course, I was prepared. As I told you, this was the
right.
period I just wanted to express myself and to get any opportunity. So I sang Aretha Franklin, uh my favorite my favorite singer, one of my favorite singers of all time.
Me
And
too.
yeah, she's amazing. She's a goddess, really.
Totally.
And the jury cried. Some Italian guy went out and say, "Oh my God, she sang live," because most of the girls or boys were singing on playback because it was on TV, and I wasn't prepared, so I had to sing live, and they were
Wow.
so excited about it and so interested. And that was the time that I met the producer of Eros Ramazzotti, which is a good friend of mine, and he's great also. So many good guys during the years, so many magical moments. But
Wow.
yeah, when you just do your thing and not afraid to take the chance, things can happen.
What do you remember which song you did by Aretha?
Yeah, but I don't remember the name now. Tell me one.
Was it
I,
was it Natural Woman? Because that's what I was picturing.
yes, it's my
Yes!
yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What a great song. That's a perfect song to choose.
Yeah, it's my one of my favorite.
Me too. Oh, that's so cool. You also in 2009, well, I'm glazing over the fact that you met Raleigh in 2008. We already talked about Rally. In 2009, you got airplay on WSF Radio Chicago, which it sounds like was your break into American mainstream a little bit. And then your debut single, Can't Stand the Pain, was the first music video by a Bulgarian artist to be screened in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
thank you. Yeah, we wanted to do that so much. It was an old dream. So we managed to push the guys from the cinema theater to play our trailer and our video before the movies. I don't know how they did it. I mean,
Wow.
how they say yes, because we weren't so famous back then. And we did it again, by the way, years after, when we created the Call the Pirate video. And it was the year of some of the Pirates of the Caribbean
Mm-hmm.
movie. I don't know which part was on, but I said it's the perfect time, guys. We have to have our trailer on TV screen before Pirates of the Caribbean. So I managed to do that, and it was such fun. I mean, it was great. It
Did
was
you
great.
go to the premiere dressed as a pirate?
No, not as a pirate, but we were on the
Oh,
premiere.
that's cool. That's cool. That would have been so iconic. Oh, that is so fun. Once again, just like the fact that you made this career from not following the traditional path, not letting somebody tell you, no, this isn't going to work, and just forging away all on your own is so, so impressive to me. You co-founded the band with your bassist, Rally, in Sofia, Bulgaria, and I thought it was interesting. So I always thought the name Sevi was like your nickname because it sounds like it would be a nickname for Svetlana. And is it also a nickname for Svetlana?
Yes, it started like an idea that Raleigh gave me because Svetlana was too long. Everyone was asking if I was a Russian or whatever. So I just wanted something short and easy before we created the band. So he suggested Sevi, and I loved it. And years after, when we established the band, we decided to use it as the name of the band because people already knew me that way, so it was easier. And after that, we found out so many meanings behind Sevilla as a word that
Mm,
were so close to our ideas, to our path. Because yeah, we always believe that you have to follow your own path, and no matter what. I mean, there are always questions. There are always like, am I right? Am I on the right way?
mm.
But I think that music lead us through all of this, and I'm thankful that we managed to survive and to go through.
What was your vision for Sevi at the time when you were coming up with the concept for the band? Like, were you picturing like a bunch of band members writing music together? Was it messaging that was most important to you? Was it the theatrics and doing like the storytelling? Like, what was your vision for where this was going to go when you were getting started?
I think that we didn't have so much vision at the beginning. I mean, we didn't know what was coming. We didn't know how hard it was going to be. We just thought that it's enough to have some good songs and to find a guitarist and drummer and everything's gonna be fine. But that was not the case. We had to work a lot to produce the songs, to find the right people, to be able to put ourselves, if I can say that way, on festivals, on in clubs, and to be able to catch people's attention, to build audience, to build fan base. And it was a step-by-step process. And sometimes you ask yourself, am I on the right way? And should I continue doing this? And there is always something that happens in that moment that brings you back to the game and brings your belief. So yeah, I don't think we had any expectations. We just thought it would be easier.
That's so interesting. I have been listening to obviously the different eras of Sevi in preparation for this, and there's so many different moments, and I really thought that you guys were like almost like an arena rock, when I first found you, and then the more I listen to different eras of Sevi, the less I know, like what what box you would even be categorized in. Obviously, you became very known for your storytelling, for the theatrics and the pirates and the costumes and stuff like that. Would you say that the theatrics and the I've said theatrics about 18,000 times by now, that
Okay.
all the costumes and all the stage presence and all that stuff was like a shield for you while you were figuring out who you wanted to be, or was it more of a bridge for you to connect with your audience and to kind of lighten the mood in terms of what you were presenting?
I think that we were trying to follow our instincts about where we were going and what we wanted to say, and we never put boundaries about how do I say it?
Yeah, boundaries.
Frames, yeah, I can say that word, frames, in our art. I mean, we always wanted to follow our inner voice, and if we wanted to be pirates that way, that this time we were going to be pirates. Next time we could go dressed in pajamas on stage or something else. We just wanted to be different, and there wasn't some kind of a special intention in that. I mean, we didn't do it on purpose. We just wanted to the costume, the whole show, to follow the songs somehow, and to be all of it to be connected in a perfect way. The same thing with videos. We want the music to match with the picture perfectly, so that we can tell the story the best way we can. So and also it helped. Of course, it helped us to feel better on stage, to feel better, to get into the mood, to get into the picture, into into the whole scene. It's like a movie for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And to on that note, I was just going to ask, how would you say that your storytelling has changed since the pirate ship shows? And I'm curious, will we see some vampire themed shows in the future as you tour, or what's the plan for your stories moving forward?
Oh yeah, I love the pirate, the vampires style so much. So I'm thinking about trilogy, or just to keep using that vampire elements, because I think it suits really good on the band right now, the way we are together. And I don't know what's going on, what's coming. I don't know what's coming exactly. We'll see. But for now, we'll like that vampire stuff, and maybe we'll try to use it a bit in the coming tour dates.
That is fun.
Because
That will be
yeah,
really fun. And it feels like since Genesis that kind of fits your vibe. Even when I was listening through Genesis, it did kind of take this turn. Obviously, it's a more progressive rock sound, but it is kind of like dark and spooky and has kind of like the creepy piano, like twinkling in the distance. I think it's
exactly.
a good aesthetic for you guys.
Yeah, I think we are in that mood, so we're gonna follow it until it fades. So for now, we stick to that vampire flavor.
Absolutely. Just to look at chat real quick, Davo said,
Okay.
no one puts Sevi in a box or a treasure chest. That's right. You can't put Sevi in a box.
I love
And
that.
Madza is asking if Genesis is your most recent full length album, which I believe is true, correct?
Yes. Yes, it's our fourth album, latest album. I love it. And yeah, Vampire Love is gonna be it's the first single of the fifth coming up album. We're already working on it slowly, and we'll see where it goes. I hope we'll be able to release at least one single this year, and hopefully the whole album. We'll see how it goes with all the tour dates that are coming, but we won't gonna rush on it. I want to be the perfect one.
Absolutely. I did have some more questions just about the genre blending that you guys do. I did find it fascinating as I was going through your catalog. I felt like your first record, your first singles had a really bluesy vibe. I know you kind of marked it as like maybe a classic rock thing, which I guess I could agree with. And then, like I said, you transitioned to a more arena rock, more, I think even more like rock and roll, like true to rock and roll vibe. Then you had the other side of Sevi with the acoustic rock. And then Genesis just came in and it was like progressive, kind of symphonic. You had a lot more instrumentation, it was a little more complex. Then you hit us with like a southern rock track last year. It was like American southern rock, which I loved. And I was so confused. I was like, where are we going? And then you were like, nope, just kidding. Vampire Love.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I love that about us. I mean, it's my favorite part of our story that we're always different. And yes, we started mostly like a classical rock band because these were some ideas that me and Riley had at the time. So we had to collect some kind of album to just start from somewhere.
Right.
Uh, and it was like a collection of all our ideas, and we were still searching ourselves. And then I think that the breaking point maybe was Don't Hesitate. This
Mm-hmm.
track put on the double kick, and everything started to be harder, and more metal style. And after that, the Follow Me album also is very interesting. We worked with many good musicians at the time. I will say Alexandra Zerner, she's an amazing multi-instrumentalist. So she worked a lot with us on the compositions and the arrangements, which helped us a lot to find the right path, the right flavor. And yes, Genesis for me, it's my favorite album because I think this is the CV that I wanted to see, I wanted to hear, and it's closest to our inner soul, our inner vision of the band. And yeah, World That Doesn't Fit was the different track. We always put one different track in the albums. Usually it's the 11th track, and this song came the last. We wasn't sure if we wanted to put it into the album or not, so I said my word like a woman. No, it's gotta be into the album, and I'm glad I did it. So
It's a
I
great
didn't
song.
expect so much success for this song. I didn't expect it that.
I can't believe we almost didn't get it on the album. That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, because it was the last one. It was too different from the rest of the songs, but in the same time, I loved it so much, and it was vibrating so strong with all that I wanted to say in that moment, because I believe in every single word that I say inside of this song. And this is one of the few songs that I cried while I was writing it. And when I do that, because I usually don't cry, people who know me knows that. So I knew that it was a good track because I really wanted to say that stuff.
wow.
Uh, yeah, I believe in this.
I'm glad it made it on there, and I'm glad that it's different because it definitely gives the album a little bit of texture and a little bit more complexity. And it was already so different from the sound that you had previously. So I think it was a nice choice to add it in there. So the chat is asking, Madza is asking, what are your dream acts to collaborate with? You've already collaborated with some pretty monster people, but do you have bigger dreams and goals for your collaborations?
Yes, one of my biggest dreams is a duet with Miles Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
His voice, I love his voice.
Unexpected.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't see that. That's crazy. I bet you could
Yeah,
do it.
I hope so. He's amazing. I love his voice, his work, his music, his band. And yeah, it will be great opportunity if we could work together someday. And I had a dream to meet Tina Turner. Unfortunately, that won't happen. But I love her, and she was my teacher, although she didn't know that. So
So you liked Tina Turner. You like Aretha Franklin. Do you
yeah,
like Etta James?
of course.
Oh my God. We're best friends now. I'm sorry. Etta James is my favorite, absolute favorite artist. What about like
How about Beth Hart?
No, who's that?
Oh, you have to check her
I'm
out.
typing
Beth
it.
Hart, amazing,
Beth
amazing
Hart.
artist.
What about
LA.
like did you listen to any like jazz, like Ella Fitzgerald?
Yeah, sure, sure. I really listen to many different kinds of music at home.
Wow. That's awesome.
Also country music, pop music, yeah,
Who are you
jazz.
listening to right now? Like if you like hopped in your car right now, what would be playing?
It will be some kind of a country mix
Oh,
of
okay.
Favorite tracks, yeah.
What kind of country? Like which artists?
Oh, don't ask me to name one. I'm so bad with names,
You don't
but
have
I
to if
love.
you don't want to.
No, I'm just bad with names. But yeah, I love country.
Wow. I guess that makes sense because of that country inspired song that you came out with a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's part of my solo project. I started a solo project a couple of years ago, a solo album called Tomorrow, and it's my other side.
Right. The other
Yeah,
side, the other side of Sevi.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. You also got the opportunity to work with Kane Churko.
Yep. Uh,
So I'm curious how that experience did. What came of that experience for you? Did it change the way that you approached your music after that? It seems like there was a little bit of a shift since then.
Yes, I'm really impressed of our work together. He was quite busy at the time, and it was the COVID time, so we couldn't travel and work together on one place. So we worked distant from distance, and he mixed the song "Hate You" for us.
Hmm.
And his approach was so different and so interesting, and he touched a couple of really important things in the song and produced it the way that only he could do it. And as a following of all of this, the song got played on the radio show of Alice Cooper, which is called Nights with Alice Cooper. So it was awesome
Wow.
experience. And Kane is an amazing artist. He takes part also in our second book, The Price to Be Yourself. I hope that we'll be able to translate it soon so that you could read it.
That would be great.
And we're yeah, yeah.
Maybe a movie. Maybe a movie.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're ready. I would like to do it, but I don't feel that I have so much to tell
Mm.
to to film a whole movie.
Well, I think you guys have a lot more to come, so maybe you're right. But you could always do a sequel. I feel like you have achieved more success than a lot of bands in your position. So for me, looking at you, I'm like, yes, make it a movie. It's perfect. But I get where you're coming from as the artist. You're like, no, no, no. We're just scratching the surface. Like, let us cook. We have more to go.
But thank you. Yeah, I'll think about it. It's a good idea.
I have to ask because how could I not? What was it like getting to work with Evanescence? Well, at least I know that you worked with their guitar player, I believe, right? And
Yes.
you were on a festival together.
Yes, first we were on a festival together in Hills of Rock, 2017. We met there. I remember the moment that Amy came to me to say how great I was, and I was so nervous when I stand up. My dress was catched by the chair, of course. So I was standing like this. So thank you so much. It's so funny. Those stupid moments, like in this stupid movie.
Yep.
And after that, we started chatting with Jen. And when we did the song "To Hell and Back" with Jen Majura, suddenly it turned out that they were going to perform in Sofia the same year, and it was the perfect coincidence. So we applied for a support band, and they got us on stage. Jen went on stage with us to play the song together in front of, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 people. It was amazing.
Wow.
And all of them are great people. Amy is amazing person, so sweet, so natural, so easy to work with. And they were all so nice with us and made us feel like family, like friends. So I'm thankful for this experience. And Jen was here, I think last year, to celebrate our 15th anniversary together, and she's like family to me now, and I love her so. She's amazing. She's an amazing person.
So incredible. Ugh, I love that. I love this story. I'm ready for the movie.
All right, all right. It's the next crazy thing that we can do. I
Um,
write it down.
I know that you've been the spokesperson for SEVI. You're pretty much, since the inception of SEVI, the manager, writing the music, all of the different tasks that the band has to take on obviously has fallen on you. And one thing that's remained consistent is your dedication to your authenticity, even in the face of doubt. You were told early on to follow that cover band formula. You said no. I'm curious, when you look back on all of the times you were challenged by the industry, what was the hardest or most memorable no you ever received?
Okay, I'll tell you a story. Before we established the band, I was trying to find contacts to any kind of producer I could reach out of Bulgaria, in Bulgaria, whatever, just to send him some demos and see where I am. I didn't know much back then. I mean, when I look at these times now, I'm thinking, what was I thinking?
Right.
Anyway, so somehow I managed to find contact to the manager, to the producer of Scorpions.
Whoa.
It was a platform that is not existing anymore, MySpace. So I managed to find him there and write him a letter and send him some of my demos. So
Whoa.
his editor, he made Scorpions, all right? And I got an answer saying, I don't like your voice, I don't like your English, I don't like anything. The song sucks, everything sucks, but thank you anyway. So, so listen, this is not the end of the story. So I say, thank you so much, Mr. Dirk, for ruining my life. Anyway, and I say, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I somehow I proceeded to write him and to update him with all we were doing during the years. I mean, I didn't have a band now. We have a new show. And he was like, all right, thank you. Okay. 13 years I was writing to him. 13 years.
On MySpace still?
I don't remember. No, maybe on the email, whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember. And one night, after the Follow Me album was released, I got an email from him saying, you're invited in my home on a special party because your new album is so great that I haven't slept a whole night. So you're invited with your husband, a special guest to this special party. I think it was for his birthday or something. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that.
Oh my God.
Yes, and now we are friends with him. And I was at the time I was reading the book of Rudolf Schenker, by the way. And when I went to Dieter's house, I saw all that story live. I saw the studios that he was working with Scorpions in, the records of Michael Jackson inside, Tina Turner, whatever. And it was like I'm standing next to Raleigh, and I said, "Can you believe this? I mean." 13 years we were talking with this guy and he said no. He said I was awful, but I didn't quit. I mean, I continued learning and improving myself. So one day he said, you're welcome and you're great. And he was really impressed with what we did during all these years.
Wow.
So I'm thankful for this. So yeah, that was one of the worst and the best no's I get.
Oh my God, that's such a great story. So now that you guys have like made a friendship, did you like laugh about, you're like, oh, haha, you hated us in the beginning. You told me I was terrible.
Yeah, we laughed about it, and I said, okay, so give us some advice. What should we do? Are we on the right path? He said, you're doing great. I mean, I can't believe you did it by yourself. I thought that you had a big company behind you guys, so well done.
Wow.
And
That's insane. Okay, so that's all for my silly little questions. You're such a queen, and you've done nothing but convince me even more that you're just a queen, just a queen. I wanted to show you, I always show my guests some songs. So on my show, we look for smaller artists so we can try to give them a platform. And I have a couple artists that I thought you might be interested in. First, I want to show you this girl. The band is called Victoria K. And I think she sounds like somebody that we know. So you tell me what you think. I'll play a little bit of it. I'm not going to play the whole song.
all right.
Just so you can get an idea and hear the sound of this band. This is Victoria K. I think once you hear her voice, you'll know what I'm talking about.
You kept me here like a golden bird in a cage, so I could die here. You sing to me songs of darkness and decay. I can hear your voice in my head. Release my soul. Torment me no more. Time has passed, but you're still here. I feel you breathing, calling me. Your voice whispers. Underneath this world that I once had. Oh, your haunting somewhere.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's too much Amy Lee, but although no matter what, I think the composition is really good, and you gotta start from somewhere. I think that maybe I sounded like a Rita or somebody else in the beginning. You know, when you follow your idols and the singers that or artists that you learn from, I think it's normal.
Yeah,
But I like the composition and the approach. So keep going, guys, and I'm sure that they will find their own character.
I agree. I agree. Definitely, definitely a lot of Amy Lee in there. Boris said a bit of Sevi, a bit of Evanescence. Yeah, I think that it might be a little bit too on the nose, Amy Lee, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. In the approach of the notes and the singing, it's too much Amy. But as I said, I'm sure that they will find their way and their character if they continue working, because the composition is really good and that's really important.
Totally. Agree. Agree. Okay, I got one more for you. This one I just heard yesterday. I have a very lovely community member. His name is Davosaurus Rex. And whenever I have a guest coming on, I look to him and I'm like, please help me find some music that sounds like the artist that I have coming on. And he never disappoints. So this was what he
Oh,
came up with, something that might sound like Sevi a little bit.
okay, I'm curious.
I'm in a corner again, feeling like I'm trapped inside a box with no end. Feeling the pressure kick in. You tell me what to do, how to act, what to feel, but nothing's real. What have I done? What have I become? I feel my head under the water as you push upon my shoulders. It's almost like you want me to drown. It's time to paint a perfect picture. What we know is a clincher. I think I'll have another breakdown. Now I feel.
There you go.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, great approach, by the way. I see what he's meant, but if you listen to the chorus, I would add also Pretty Reckless.
Oh, yeah. Definitely pretty reckless vibes.
When you listen to the lines going down on the chorus, it reminds me a little bit of her. It's really really nice track, by the way. Yeah.
Definitely. I think where it becomes more Sevi than Pretty Reckless is in the power behind her voice in the chorus when that comes in. Because
Yeah.
the Pretty Reckless, she still stays kind of like sweet and mysterious in her vocal approach, where you have these big rocky moments.
What's the name of the band? Because I can see it here.
It's Villavant.
All right, I'll check them out.
Yes,
Interesting. Thank you.
absolutely. Okay, well, that is it for me. This is usually the point in the show when I give you an opportunity to plug yourself. I know from Pavel letting me know that you have a big show coming up in March, and I heard that you're doing your first vinyl as well, which is a huge accomplishment. Did you want to tell the folks about any of that stuff or anything else that you have going on?
Yeah, we always wanted to make a vinyl. Finally, we made that decision. It will be a compilation of some of our darkest songs from the last three albums, plus Vampire Love, of course, as a bonus track. It's called Black Pages, Dark Vinyl Stories. And we can wait to present it. Yes, it will be with a big show on March 27th. And also, I'm preparing a special exhibition of my paintings because I love to paint. And any of the paintings will be inspired by one of the songs in the vinyl. So I'm working hard on this. I'm almost done with half of the paintings, and I have five more to do before the show. I'm pretty excited. And we are also preparing two big tours for this year. One in April, almost 1 month on the road with Hardline and Johnny Joeli. He's an amazing American artist. I love his voice and we love to work together. So we'll be on the road for a lot of time together. Then we'll have some shows here in Bulgaria during the whole summer and another tour with Hardline in November. It will be a busy year, and we're constantly working on the fifth album. And I am slowly working on some songs of my next solo album. I hope I will be ready soon with this. I really left it a little bit aside because I don't have the time to do it. But I have so many things I want to do. I hope that time will be enough.
There's never
As I
enough
said,
time.
yeah, never enough time. But I'm so excited for being on your show. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks to everyone who joined this conversation and the Bulgarians who sent all this beautiful music. And I'll send you some links after that.
Absolutely. I loved learning about your culture, at least the musical aspect of your culture. It's very interesting to me. Not to mention the fact that you are also studying Bulgarian folk singing growing up and that that was kind of how you got started. That's so cool to me. And you're just a very interesting musician and person to talk to. The fact that you're doing the art too is so cool. Is there
Thank you.
anywhere online where your art currently exists where people could get a taste of it?
Yep, I made a small page on Facebook which is called CV Artworks.
Okay.
Uh,
Sevi
it's
Artworks.
updated. It's not really updated, but there are a couple of artworks that they could check there. And of course, I will be posting the new paintings on our pages in the next weeks before the show.
Awesome.
So yeah, I love painting, and it helps me release the stress and get connected with the art better.
Where would you like people to go follow you? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere specific that you would like me to send your new fans?
Of course, YouTube would be great, and Instagram. We are trying to build it up a little bit more. Maybe we are too old for Instagram. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, so yeah, you can follow us there and YouTube, of course. And yeah, I hope that soon we'll be able to release some new videos, and you can check out the behind the scenes video of Vampire Love and the mix video of our tours in 2025. It's pretty funny.
Yes, yeah, I was watching them this past week. They are very good. Well, I will direct everyone over there. Once again, thank you so much for coming on my show today. To the community, I'm going to be ending the stream here. Sorry, I can't read out right now. But as Svetlana said, I absolutely appreciate you all being here, all my Bulgarians in chat that helped me out in preparing for this interview. And of course, to all the ladies and men and NB friends that came to support the women in rock today. I appreciate you all. Girl power for life, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It
All
was
right,
a
have a
pleasure.
great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.